So why do I love giving entrepreneurs the keys to the kingdom? This is why.
Actually, I don't want to disclose too much because you will really learn a lot.
There's no bullshit with David. I tried some of this out halfway through the course, and I landed 4 new executives in 1 week for coaching.
Taking David Brier's masterclass has given me so many tools that I wish I had when I was in my 20s.
You can discuss with a team of people on a real life example, maybe a project that you're working at. And I submit a project to them to test. And we ended up actually closing a multi-billion-dollar business out of this with a difficult client.
It's amazing how simple yet brilliant all of these tools are that David gives you.
From the masterclass, there are a few key takeaways that I had. The first is that there are so many cliches that we are all using, and cliches are just actually adding to the noise.
I just can't get enough of this. I love hearing people talk about how they're differentiating. Now I have a context for understanding those comments, and I have a context for understanding how important it is to cut above the noise.
It's been very, very enlightening and somewhat humbling when I look at the genius, and I use that word absolutely with real intent.
Now I have the tools to be able to apply that to my brand, or any brand for that matter, and be able to make it different. That's basically what it is, right? It's the art of differentiation, right? And just how to go about it.
Second takeaway I had is that if you don't give the market the story, they'll write it for you. Quote from David.
And the best part about the class was our Saturday sessions, talking with the fellow students, David not just advising us, but the other students also offering their insights. And I learned a whole lot from studying the issues that they were struggling with as well.
He has such certainty and such a wonderful way of presenting it.
So I highly recommend this class for anyone who's thinking about, gee, I want to do something different and I don't know quite what to do. My offer isn't where it's at, the name of my company, the way that I position myself, something just isn't working. That's why they call it brand intervention.
He knows when you haven't done your homework. He calls you on stuff that you say one thing and do another. There is just a no bullshit persona with David.
And now that we have the context of not just understanding what tools could be used, but the process of rising above the noise, I'm starting to get clear on who has done the work on their brand, on their messaging, and who has not. And overall, I think it's safe to say that many have not.
The last big takeaway from the masterclass, and this was something that I thought was really cool about it, is it's an intimate setting where you're getting a lot of time with David, but you're also meeting a small group of other entrepreneurs and people that you can network with. And I found the relationship building and often listening to other people's problems in our Zoom calls and how David responded to other people's problems. Oftentimes I was like, yeah, I've run into that too. And so just by listening to other people and having other people in the class, it was really good. All right, so go do the masterclass.
This is fun. Thank you, David.
Thank you so much, David. I really appreciate everything that we've talked about during our Zoom calls, but most importantly, how your authenticity really shines through in the way that you teach your branding.
Anybody thinking about this class? Stop thinking and just sign up and just do it.
It could possibly change your life as much as it has mine. And that's what you're going to get when you get David Brier, a brilliant strategist for branding. How do you find an audience and build an audience? Create that clientele, that customer base. That's what branding does. And that's what you're going to find when you take David Brier's masterclass. It's an amazing adventure, and you'll never be the same again, I guarantee.
It's been a very valuable 8 weeks. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You guys all rock.
And if that all wasn't enough, then this guy does this.
It's the brand relevant scale. Brand relevant scale. Take David Brier's masterclass and learn the brand relevant scale. There you go. Thank you for watching.
So that's a taste of what entrepreneurs experience when they do the Brand Intervention Masterclass. So you're going to come on board? Check it out.
It's the brand relevant scale. The brand relevant scale. Take David Brier's masterclass and learn the brand relevant scale. The leading on the price is the lowest on the scale.